Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my live broadcast 130, broadcasting live from Auckland, New Zealand, as always. My name is Ki Peel, and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. Now, I did wallet transactions last night, but I forgot to share the screen, so really everybody wouldn't have had the faintest idea what I was talking about. But tonight I'm going to go through that same broadcast, except I'll be sharing the screen this time and doing the transaction through my own wallet, but I won't be submitting anything at all. So I'll be the receiver and the seller all in one wallet. So we'll just now share the screen this time. Here we go. It's happening. Oh man, what's happening? Okay, we'll just stop that one. It's not there's no connection, so I'll have to go back out and start again. Can't even go back out. Google is not responding. Close the program. So I don't know what's. Yeah. Okay, we'll have another try. I don't know what's happening down here. Okay, we'll start again. We're going to go into wallet transactions tonight because I forgot to share the screen last night. And the transactions will be done out of one wallet, which is my own. So it'll be from start to finish. I'll just share the screen. Hopefully it'll work this time. Oh, no. Damn. No, I'll cancel mine. We'll see what happens this time. If it doesn't do any good, I'll have to cancel this broadcast. We'll try and share the screen this time. It's not sharing. Oh, here we go. Okay. We're going to go into the back office and we're going to do the transaction. So we'll go under the rewards and we'll look for transaction verification. Now, this stage here, I'm the one who is requesting for a transaction. So I click on there, okay, and then you've got add request. But before I go into the request, I need to go into my wallet, get my wallet address. So I'll just open up my wallet and password. Here we go. X E and just highlight the wallet and copy and paste. Now we go back to the transactions and open up the add request, and down at the bottom of the page here it's got your wallet address. So I've just gone and got my wallet address, so I'll copy and paste that into there, and then I'll go back to the beginning and put my first name in there, and down below is the second name, obviously. The wallet type, you open up the TBC009.net, open it up, and where the highlighted one appears, you just click on that. Now we're going to do a $100 transaction, which is 40 grains. So we'll just open that up and click on $100. This one here, this is where you just finished pasting your wallet address. The date of transaction, you just click on the date of transaction, which is the 19th today, so we'll use that date. And the time of the transaction. Okay, it's 9:09 my time, so what I'll do is I'll go 09 and then 09 again and push that up, and even ask for the second. So for me, probably 40 seconds would be the next figure in there. And the amount in kringles, $100 is actually 12 kringles. So you will click on the 12. Now down here is transaction details, whether you're going to pay the seller by Bitcoin, PayPal, cash, any merchandise, services, etc., etc. Be very specific so the seller can remember. So in this case, I'll put down Bitcoin, and I'll also do cash. That'd be Bitcoin Cash, half and half. Now the seller's email, because I'm using my own email address just to show, you would put in the true seller's email. But like I said, I'm not going to submit this information. I'll just save it. Then I will go up to my 009 wallet, which that's what the seller will do. And I'll just copy copy that, my own address, yes. And I will just copy and paste where it says recipient. And there your wallet, the wallet address from the one purchasing, because I'm on the seller's end, right, I think we can't. That's as high as my screen can go. So one Kringle equals $8.90 odd cents US. So transactions larger than $1,000 will be reported to the commission. Okay, we'll deal with that a bit later. Now down in the currency here, it's got currency, got Kringle, but I'm going to deal in the US dollar. So when you open up that Kringle, you just go and click on to the USD amount, which automatically Kringles. Okay, so you add your $100 here. Can't, and that's where that ends here. Now, I won't submit that because it won't work. I'm dealing within my own wallet. Better go back here properly. Now I've got to go back and deal with the seller side. Okay, so we'll go back. We'll go back to the sender, which is the seller. Remember, I'm doing all of this through one wallet and not two. Whereas when you do a transaction, you will deal with the seller in a totally different wallet. So all I do is scroll down to acknowledge. And what will happen here, you will have, where it's got approved, you will have either approved or reject. If you're not satisfied that the money that you haven't, this is the seller side, that you haven't received what is required, Bitcash or Bitcoin, Bitcoin and cash with a total of $100, then you just reject it. So you'll see a reject button always in there. If it's all good, then you press the approve button. And we just go back again. And again. And that's how all of that is done. Remember, I saved that. And we'll go through, and you as the receiver will have a look. Enough of here, so I'll delete that because it didn't happen. And okay, so that's how it's done. That's the only way that I know how to do it, and especially trying to work with one wallet, which is hard. Whereas you who's purchasing from a seller, this is all you do is this part only. So I'll open it up. Your first name, your last name, 009 wallet. Put the amount in you want to purchase, which is normally $100. Don't forget to open up your own wallet to copy and paste your wallet address into here. The date of transaction, so you open that up, and the time of purchase, which in my time was 09. At the time 09 again, and then you put in even the seconds. So you go to the nearest seconds. I always deal in like 40 seconds. None of this 43 or 44 crap. And in here, you open this up. They're going to deal with Bitcoin, cash, bank, Bitcoin cash like I have. But if you're dealing overseas with a transaction from New Zealand, it pays to either do Bitcoin only. Never use your bank, because or use your bank account number, because not only you're going to have problems, the bank is going to query where this money has come from, and you'll be under serious questions to answer, especially the Kiwis. So it pays to do it in Bitcoin, PayPal. We have a PayPal wallet, PayPal here, merchandise, services, but no bank transactions. That's my advice. Okay, so that's where you have the purchasing from another TBC wallet, and you, the purchaser, this is all you have to fill. As long as you know the seller's wallet, yes, then you're right. He will receive all the information he's required at the other end, and but if either of you aren't happy, you both have the option any time. So that's where you have that one there. I will go into the back office again. Remember, we dealt with $100, but I'm going to show you something in this back office. We'll go into the dashboard. I'm going to go down to this coin caps. So I'm going to open up gold by weight and go by grain calculator. Okay? Gold by weight and come on, and grain. Mill grains is $10. 40 grains is $100, approximately. Okay? That's US. Now, when you go and do your transaction, you just put in the ordinary $100 US, because that's how it would come. You don't put $110.48. Now, the maximum transactions per day is 1,000 US. Okay, 1,000 US. Okay, any more than that, the commissioner red lights your wallet, and they ask for an explanation in particular detail. Then, if they're satisfied, they'll let you transact. So that's good. So at least is on what they need. Now, 400 grains a day. Yeah, and any 24 hours, at all. Now, you can only purchase up to 2,000 grains in any 24-hour period. Okay. Then again, if you go over that, it would be stopped and queried, and the commissioner will details on the transaction. Will it be cash? Will it be Bitcoin? The requirements are there. Now, another one is 40,000 grains. If you purchase anything up to 40,000 grains, which is 110,000 US, your wallet will be suspended until the commission is satisfied that the transaction is legal, both sides. And then when you're doing large transactions at that, you have to have everything in order. That's the only time your wallet will be suspended, until all the details are legitimate. So you're not only stuck to 40 grain transactions. And there are people around the world who have done those transactions and higher. Right. I want to. I want to. I want to go to the holiday promo, like I was doing last night, which nobody saw, unfortunately. Now, over here, as January 2019 comes to a quick close, we have converted the holiday promo into the 2019 promo. How long will this 2019 promo last? It will last until we fill all of 1,111,111 billionaire positions at the top of the 10 by 9 matrix. Holding one whole TBC coin qualifies you to be one of the TBC billionaires. It will be 1,000 times harder to acquire Kringles in the distribution phase once all of the billionaire positions are filled. So the moment that what they're saying here, it's going to be 1,000 times harder. So you're paying $100 just for one coin now. They're saying here, when this position is closed, the coin's going to be real hard to purchase. 1,000 times more. That's what they're saying there. So instead of sitting back, if you're still interested, go and purchase a coin from your nearest sponsor, or build it up to the maximum of 40 grains by using this tiered level of grains, which is 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. So if you start off at number 4 for one day, and the next day or next week you want to purchase maybe 8, that's 12 grains, and so on and so on, until you max out a total of 40 grains. But if you're rich and you have $100 US, you can just go out and purchase a 1 off 40 grain. But you don't have to stop off at 1 off 40 grain. You can purchase as much as you like. That's how that works. You might want to purchase one whole grain, one whole 40 grain purchase, and then you might want to do some small ones after that, just to put a bit of power in your wallet. That's what they call power when you have coins in your wallet. When you have nothing in there, you got no power at all. And we'll go down here. Don't make the mistake of believing that today's growth pattern will also be the same for tomorrow ongoing. Now, I've been watching in the dashboard, I've been watching verified members at the top. I have not seen any changes. Now, when something's happening there, either admin is just going to push everybody in that they have that's purchased whole coins, and they're just going to, I would believe they're just going to put it straight up and say the positions are closed. Now, if you've been reading the blog from Mbe Direct, you see he's on a 90-day plan in there. He's obviously getting his people together, knowing that they can't afford a 40 grain purchase at one time. He's teaching his people to do it in tiered layers here. That maxes out to 40 grain. That's what his 90-day campaign is doing. And I don't think he's the only one, because Mbe Derek has thousands of followers. And he'll be out to try and fill that billionaire's position. So like they're saying, don't make the mistake of believing that today's growth pattern will also be the same for tomorrow ongoing. We achieved so much in 2018 to relieve people of their doubts about TBC. Lawfulness of TBC operating free from the government regulation is clear to anyone that reads the public notice. The goodness of TBC is unquestioned when you read the Kringle mission statement. Merchant listing shows the seriousness TBC is taking towards the use of Kringles as a medium of exchange for goods and services globally. The fact that we are still here 3 years later demonstrates our durability. So expect hundreds of daily sign-ups to turn into thousands of daily sign-ups, and then tens of thousands of daily sign-ups as we grow exponentially in 2019 and quickly fill all of the billionaire positions. This cumulative transaction, I'm pretty sure that's what Ember Derek is doing with his crew. He's building them up. Now, he might have people in there that can only afford four grains a day, so he'll run them across for the rest of the 90 days, so they max out at 40 grains, which they only need to get one coin. So, and Ember Derek has a lot of power behind it, and I've seen it in action before. So I hope you all know the meaning of the word accumulate. Means you are not stuck on the first transaction you do in TBC. You'll be locked into your 2019 promo cookie rewards. Even if your first transaction was only 4 grains, you can do additional transactions that will add an additional 36 grains to maximize this promo. So it will all accumulate until you max it out at 40 grains. No worries. Get started, just get in where you fit in. Whatever you can afford, then later you can add to it. Transaction cookie rewards. 4 grains will get you 100,000 cookies, while 8 grains get you 250,000 cookies. If you do several small transactions, the reward is the same as though you did one large transaction. For example, if you did 10 4-grain transactions, you will get 100 million cookies, the same as if you did one 40-grain transaction. So in one way or another, all members are encouraged to do a 40-grain transaction or transaction, maximize the benefits to all. Okay, just down here, per referral cookie reward. The more you do in transactions, the more cookies you will receive when you sponsor others to join TBC. This will not work retroactively. Think of this ladder. Think of this like a ladder. You get rewarded for your referrals based on the run you are on this ladder. If you are on a 4-grain run of the ladder, when you sponsor your first referral, then you will get 1 million cookies for that referral. Then let's say you're on the 20-grain run of the ladder. When you sponsored your second referral, you will get 5 million cookies for your second referral. But you will not get an extra 4 million cookies. Okay, I'm not sure if you understand that. The second referral purchased, well, there we go, purchased a 20 grain, okay, which brings them up to 5 million cookies, yeah. But the first one only purchased a 4 grain, which only brought them up to 1 million cookies. What they're saying retroactively, what used to happen is, doesn't matter what grains you used to buy, they all used to be the same. But this one here, you will only go through with the amount of cookies that your first referral has and the amount of cookies that your second referral has. Before, they used to come out equal. There you go. You will not get the extra 40 million, which should have gone to the first referral. Retroactively, your first referral, not is the key word in the last sentence. 40 grain run rewards 10 million cookies per referral. So, if all your referrals purchase 40 grains, then you, the referrer, gets 10 million cookies. So do your best to get up, do this run as fast as you can. You and sponsor like Mad Dogs while the 2019 promo lasts. Just stop sharing. And we'll come back live. Here we go. Sorry about for all the disruptions in the first two attempts. I don't know, I'm not having a very good week. Never mind, we got there. All I can say is for the old sponsors, when they bring in the new ones, make sure you get them up to their 40 grain threshold. And if you do, you know, every 40 grain referral you put through is $10 million cookies to you. Okay? Deal with try as hard as you can to help your referrals get to their threshold as quick as they can, because we don't know when this is going to close, and admin obviously is not moving that membership numbers around. I've been watching it for quite a few days, and it's sitting at that one figure. So I'm picking that when it comes close, they're just going to slap it all up and just close everything, and we go back down to the next steps into TBC. But ideally, purchase a coin if you can, so you can be into their billionaire's position. Also remembering that there's only 1,111,111 positions there. I don't know who knows how many positions are filled, but last I heard they were looking for 1 million, so there's obviously over 100,000 already sitting in there. Anyway, I'd like to thank these lovely people for watching my live broadcast, and I'd like to thank Sister Carol and Brother Reserve. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother, for coming to watch my living. There's 3 others that haven't signed in but are watching. And thank you so much for watching. You're most welcome. I broadcast 9 p.m. every night, Monday through to Friday. On a Saturday, our weekend, I do a morning broadcast, and back to normal again on a Sunday night. And Sister Violet, thank you too, sister. I hope that helps people with their transaction. It's a bit hard trying to do a complete transaction through one wallet. I would never have brought anybody else's wallet to do it on. Okay. So basically, when you're purchasing, all you have to do is go to the ad. What's her name? Yeah, you'll find out what I mean. And just fill up that one page. Make sure you have the correct email for the person who's selling to you. And that's all you do is fill that one page, fill it out correctly, and just submit. And he or she at the other end will receive it. But remember, put down Bitcoin, cash. Well, depends where you are in the world. If you're within your own country, cash is fine. Banking is fine in your own country. But if you're dealing with I'm talking about New Zealanders here. If you're dealing with a country outside of New Zealand, even in Australia, believe me, our banks query every dollar that comes in from overseas. They ask you, well, how come you're getting this? So you don't need that hassle. Bitcoin is the way to bring it in at this stage, or PayPal. Anyway, I love you all. God bless you all, and have a good evening. Well, it is evening here. Be some countries be morning, even afternoon. So Once again, thank you so much.